G'day, Rhett. How you going, buddy? It's Brad here, mate. Hope you're having an absolutely wonderful day. So what I want to do is just spend a couple of moments to run you through the business building website. So this is where we house all of our intellectual property. And if you picture it just like a large back-end website, and so what we've done, if I just scroll down here and I'll just close up a couple of these, what we've done is we've put this into various sections down on the left-hand side here. So you can see these gray areas here. So if I just scroll back up, and it kicks off with Business 101, actions you need to take when you're in business, and then it goes into the financial tracking, goes into human resources, to online, sales, marketing, business retention, personal development, additional resources, and then access to our group coaching webinars. So we've picked out, I guess, around about the top 10 things in terms of categories that we see as the most important. Then we'll do a drop down on one of those. And what it enables us to do is actually go through and, do some, for example, business planning in this area. Now, we've got some business plan templates. If we scroll over to the right and you can move down, there's videos on there which talks you through the process behind using any of these, a guide on what needs to be done. Some basic stuff like, people registering a business name, obviously you're well above and beyond that. But if I say click on one of these, like this business planning workbook, I've already opened this one. So if I go over to this one, this is, if you go through it, it's an interactive PDF document. And so it goes through and it gives us an easy opportunity to be able to put forward, a whole business concept on a very practical level. So you punch on the area, boom, you start typing in. So everyone that we work with, we make sure they go through, and this, as you read through this business document, it's not as restricted or as stuffy as you might find in others. It's quite a practical guide which can take anyone through the concept of where they're at in business. All right, so if I go back to that part, and if I scroll back up, and let's say I scroll down into another section, like, for example, sales. We've got our fitness sales process in there. We've got our email templates, extra material. If I go into one of the larger ones like marketing, for example, quite a large section, this one here. I'm just going to toggle back. Identifying your niche market, designing your marketing plan, building a lead generation funnel, tracking. These are all different sections which have various parts to it. So if we get into something like email marketing, which is, of course, a very popular topic. And then over on the right-hand side, you'll see it opens up the various parts of that. Here's our comprehensive onboarding email sequence. And it's already been set up in such a way it's pre-written. So what our clients do is they just download the document, and then they just, where it's got the highlighted area, of course, what would happen is you would change that to your business name, and you would just tailor it to suit your business. So if I was to click on that, what will happen is that would immediately download. And you can see on the left-hand side of my screen, the bottom there, it's downloading. And then we can open that bad boy up. And it's pretty much as easy as this. So the template sits there and people can get access to that. Here we go. And this one's a 18 odd page document. Now, people might not use every single part of it and every single email, but put it this way, there's way more than what someone would need. And so what we find for most of our clients is, they pick out the bits that are most critical to them, and then they start using it. This area of the personal development, this part's huge, man. Like, we've got, all these different personal development modules which come from Jason's original company, Beyond Success, assertiveness, money mindset, leadership, emotions. This inside these manuals and these modules are just huge, so there's huge amounts of stuff in there. We go to stuff like our group coaching webinars, which happen on a fortnightly basis. So what happens is these webinars get recorded, and then we load them up also into the business building website. And so once a fortnight, these get done, and these are all fresh and new. And we've been doing this for the last 7 or 8 or so years. So we've got that many group coaching webinars on all these different types of topics. It would just absolutely blow you away in terms of going through it all. So not only do we provide the documentation, but we provide the ongoing training and education as well for our clientele. How to effectively use free trials, how to run your first webinar, how to sell MPT packs, the list goes on and on and on. How to make outgoing calls, how to deal with difficult people and difficult situations. So anyway, I hope it's given you a bit of an understanding of what's on there. The short story is there is just bucket loads of information and content on there that we make available to our people. If for some reason you can't find it, reach out, because we've probably got it. We've actually culled this back. It was bigger than this before, and what we did was we just pulled out, I guess, what we saw as the most important parts for people, and try to make it as user friendly as possible. So this is the latest version that we updated just mid last year. So anyway, mate, hope that's given you a bit of insight as to what is available as part of being on the program. And please, mate, holler if it raises any more questions.